Yes, I've been a painter for a long time, about 30 years, and I had the opportunity to be with these guys and to watch them flourish as they learn how to paint.
Now, when we say the word homeless, it's just a word. But the reality of living without a home, it's not easy. What do you know about it?
Well, I've never been homeless myself. But my sense is that anybody in America could be one step away, and it's not unusual for that to happen. So homelessness is really a part of what our society is about, and it's how we deal with it as opposed to how we categorize it.
Why art?
Why not? Everybody has art in them, and in my family, about 35 years ago, I was painting in my basement around Christmas time. And my kids wanted to paint. And so I took a canvas about the size of this table and I painted a green tree on it, and I said, paint the tree. And it has become a tradition every year where all my children and now grandchildren and friends, when they come over, they have to decorate something on the tree. And we've seen over these decades following of kids growing up. And I found out in my family, which has no artistic training, that everybody has a little bit of art in them. And with a little bit of instructions and a little bit of opportunity, something magic and unique comes out. And so art does that. And I think art is a form of therapy in terms of restoring confidence. They could do something that they've never done before. And that's kind of magical to see somebody do something they've never done before, that they've never thought they'd ever had nor the opportunity nor the skill, and to find out there is a little bit in all of us.
Is that what art did for you personally?
Yes, it is. I've never been formally trained, and I find it's an escape from reality, from the pressures of the day that I have, whatever that day is, and that I could sink myself into something that I could create. That's all mine.
I was homeless, due to a lot of addictions that I finally overcome, and this art class helped me overcome it, because when I always had this urge to maybe like give up and go, I didn't think the system would work. I pursued this art even further. It just helped me, not to want to go back out there in the streets, because sometimes, you get that urge to just give up and quit, and I don't want to do this no more. But every stroke of that brush gave me the incentive to just, hang in there and do the best I could. I'll do things now that I never knew that I could do. It's not just the art class that he shows us. He shows us that we have the ability, to be strong and just stay with life, don't give up. And that's what he taught me, and that's what Joseph Home is really all about.
You ever done painting before?
Never. Never in my life. I told when I came in to see Bill, the last time I did painting was probably in kindergarten with the little Crayola wet paints. And I remember walking in the room and told Bill, I never painted before. There's just no way this is going to happen. And my first painting came out pretty good. I mean, he helped me through it and gave me the confidence that I could do it. And since then, I've attended 2 more classes.
You get caught up in it. It's like it's almost like it's an addiction in itself, because you learn to do that. You can create different things that you never thought you could create. You can be able to look at something and to put it down on canvas, to recreate it almost exactly like what you saw with your eye. That's amazing.
Art never been, anything that I even wanted to do. So I did go that first time, and to my amazement, I turned out to be a very good painter, and he brought some potential out of me that I never knew that was there.
Has working with these gentlemen and artists helped you heal?
I think that we all, yes, I think it helps me. I get the opportunity to paint. It's a discipline that I have never been able to do in the last 30 years. To find out prescribed time in a week when I set everything down of all my responsibilities and do something I really want to do, and that's paint. Coming here sets that discipline in place. They expect me to come here. I say I come here, and I come here, and I have time to paint.
Bill is wise beyond his young age, and he just don't teach us to paint. He teaches us morals, values. You know, he teaches us about everybody has to do some kind of community service. I think it would be a better world if everybody did some sort of community service.
Let's talk about your feelings when you're painting.
I'm not thinking about being homeless. I'm not thinking about anything. It just takes me away. It takes me away. It gives me a confidence that I could do anything. Because I think when I walked down there the first time, I was like, no way. I was sort of giving up on it already, just like I was about to give up on life. And when Bill showed me that, hey, you can do this, it gave me confidence. Because I think if you can go down there and paint, after never painting before in your life, and put together an artwork at the end of 2 or 3 hours, you can do anything.
Well, that was really a nice story, Dave. I enjoyed meeting Bill Denihan and those gentlemen.
Thanks to the fellas for sharing their stories.
This has been another episode of Arts Quest. Be sure to tune in next time. And if you have story ideas that you'd like to submit, be sure to check out artsquesttv.com.
Please do, please do.
We're going to close the show now with another track from the Woovs, taped in the Woovs Den. Enjoy.
We're going to Woovs out.
Crushing all up in your fingertips, then I see the fireworks split for you. All your ashes, baby, all of your ashes. My blurry vision's got me seeing the light signs. I smoke success to try to stay in the right mind. My mouth is best inside, full of the strange blood. Through the crowd I call you on some my right eye. Now I'm just trying to see a bit of your wild side. My feet they march to the beat of a different drum. She puts the cigarettes to her lips and I watch her crush it all up in your fingertips. Then I see the fireworks spin.
Hi, this is David Kettlewell, host of the Medical Matters TV show. I'm here with a close friend, John Wright of American Ramp Systems. John, tell us a little bit about wheelchair ramps.
David, American Ramp Systems manufactures a steel ramp. It's an open mesh metal. It allows snow and moisture to pass through in the winter times, making it the most non-skid ramp on the market. We sell these ramps and we rent the ramps. We offer free home evaluations, and they require no building permits.
Very good. So when you need a wheelchair ramp, American Ramp Systems, freedom for life.